Hello there, friends. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. It's THORS-day. I like the worst day. I've got 3 new journals to go in the shop today. I'm going to show you this one first, my friends, because it is the regular size journal. It's 5 3/4 by 8. These journals are a teeny bit smaller. They are 5 by 7 3/4. So I'll show you this one because this is kind of the size that we are accustomed to working with. As you guys know, I source really locally. I source from my art studio, and the new size is just a reflection of that I did not have this bigger size box, but I did find some yesterday. Well, I didn't find some. I made some yesterday. Let's take a look at this journal. To me, this fabric, to me, the background color, this beautiful blue is just so gorgeous with the pink and the yellow. It's very happy, springy, just makes you think of all things fun. I did put the upholstery trim along the top and the spine and the back of this book. The spine features cracked glass beads as well as fabric beads and rolled paper beads, and this is a glass heart that I had in my stash. That you have these things and it's like, oh, that's just like the perfect thing. I don't have, if you're following me on YouTube, you know that I've been like, I don't have a large stash of things, but I do have like maybe 10 of these glass, really pretty bead elements that I keep with the rest of my beads. The closure on this, of course, is a piece of stretchy string and a brad. The brad also has a flower in it, so it's just a really sweet journal. Let me take you in just a little bit. Let's take a look and see what we have here. We start with a sticker that says Grecian Palace. I've never been to Greece, but I sure would like to go. I think that is, there's something about just the Mediterranean that kind of fascinates me. My boyfriend actually lived in Greece when he was, a super little toddler, like around 2 years old. His dad was in the Air Force, so he did live in Greece. He has no memories of that, but when I went to Italy last year, you just kind of get this Mediterranean vibe, and you just kind of want to go back. This is a photograph from a pile of photographs I got at Scrap RVA. I think it's just such a beautiful photograph. I'm not sure what this is or where this is. I kind of tried to do a little bit of research. It almost looks like the Uffizi Gallery, and I know that these people were at the Uffizi because that is where the statue of the David lives. And this kind of looks like the Uffizi Gallery, but I really don't know. We have some 1928 hymnal paper in here for you, Childcraft Encyclopedia. I'm really just intrigued with this vellum in the metallic frame here, so I've got a piece of that for you. There are other elements back in here. I really sounded southern. There are other elements in the pocket for you to play with, magazine cutouts. I don't know about y'all, I love the covers of paper pads. I think they're just absolutely fascinating. So I cut one up and put that in there for you. I thought that the colors really did match that pocket really nicely. More scrapbook paper, a bit of Italy right here, the Grand Canal. Oh my goodness. I think I told you guys that I'm reading Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens, and book 2, which Little Dorrit is divided into 2 books. The first book is Poverty, and the second book is Riches. And I am into the second book now. I listen to LibriVox, LibriVox.org All the books there are in the public domain. The readers are fantastic. You can always find a reader that you like. I love Mill Nicholson. She's my favorite reader. But the books are, you can choose which version you want to read. So, you know, I go through the books and I look for Mill Nicholson because she's just incredible. This is Juliana Margulies. There's a new show called Hot Zone, I think, on TV. This is an old NASA, I just cut this out of a book. It's a NASA patch. Not a real patch, y'all. It's just a photo of a patch. Time is best spent together. We've got our beautiful vintage greeting cards. I forgot to show y'all the front of this one. It's got a pink sail on it and a little lotus blossom right here. And the sail is made of satin, and it's a padded satin. It is amazing to me that these cards have lasted for as long as they have and still remain really vibrant and really colorful and really beautiful. You guys know how much I love anything space related, so we have some space. This is from the July edition of National Geographic, which my friends say for me. I'm so lucky. Kitty cat right here. I think that's what don't you guys call that as tuxedo cat? I think that's what that is. I know you guys know your cats, man. I'm impressed. There are all kinds of little things in this pocket for you to play with. There are paper pads, there are text pages, and you know, the aforementioned front of paper pads that I really do love. This says never wasted, and it's got seaweed on it and seashells. You know, a great little journaling spot right there for you. We've got a little bit of mermaid right here. Seashells right here. I did have a mermaid paper pad that was really super cool that I got at Michael's when they do that $5 paper pad thing, which is awesome because you can really get some super neat stuff there. So I got one of those, and I really had fun, you know, playing with the elements in it. This is a map of Michigan. I know that a lot of us are planning trips or have planned trips, you know, getting back from summer vacation. A little bit of the underwater world here for you. So something like that would be a nice journaling prompt. I love telephones and old things like that. This is another bit from the Childcraft Encyclopedia that shows machines. Now, my daddy was a machinist, and my memories, my early memories, really do deal with his machine shop, being there, the smell of oil and metal, and he did these wire things, and we would actually help him, you know, with some of his work. As we got older, we would bend wires, and you put like a straight wire into a bending mechanism, and then you bent it like this, and I don't exactly know what they use those wires for, but, you know, he would talk about he had an order for wires, and we would go over and we would help him. We would, you know, sweep or straighten up the office. Often on days that, you know, that would be a Saturday that we would find ourselves over at our daddy's shop. My mama and my grandma would go uptown in Charlotte, and they would go shopping, and we would hang out at the shop with Daddy. Now, you know, a lot of you are going to go, you didn't want to go shopping? And I was like, no. I've never been a shopper. I don't like it. You know, I would rather have stayed at my daddy's shop and helped him and done things like that. This is a little bit, again, from a National Geographic magazine, and I know that Miss Shannon Green chose some of these images as well. It's what remains in a glass of whiskey, and there's this incredible photography technique that they do to enhance the resin in a bottom, you know, in the bottom of a glass of whiskey. I just thought it was really cool. And Shannon did too, so yay, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Shopping, yeah, I never got that chip, but, you know, oh well. My sister got it. My sister really got it. Make time for what you love. A little tag for you to work with right there. And of course, I mean, I know I point this out every time, y'all, but you've got all kinds of fibers up here. You've got a little bits of yarn. You've got little bits of scrap fabric. You've got all kinds of elements up here to play with. You've got your washi tape is right here. Remember that these pockets do come out of the book, so you can take them to a coffee shop and play with them. You can take them to an art gallery and play with them. You can play with them on an airplane. They're so compact. I mean, they just, you know, choop, they fold together. You've got a nice little hairy paper clip here. Clip that hairy paper clip, and you've got you a nice art journal to take out for a day out, or a night out, or an evening out, or an afternoon out. We've got some vintage synonym, antonym. I think this is 1921, maybe. I can't remember. Another, look at that. That is such a sweet little image. This says, "To my husband at Christmas." Another vintage greeting card for you guys. The 1928 hymnal. I really dig this. I went to the Carolina School of Broadcasting. I was going to have a broadcasting career. When I was 17, the year I was a senior in high school, I was actually working at WRPL in Charlotte. I would go to school till about noon and then go to work at WRPL Radio in Charlotte. So it's cool. It's like old broadcasting stuff right there. Again, from the Childcraft Encyclopedia. Magazine image. Beautiful image of a palm tree. Man, I sure do wish I would get to see a palm tree soon. I miss seeing palm trees. Our vintage greeting card is from 1950 and it's signed Kathy. Usually she signs her name Kath, so it's odd that she has signed this one Kathy. Look at that baby kitten kissing his mommy on the top of her head. Ah, those eyes. I get to see my kitty cats next weekend. Lord only knows what they're going to be up to next weekend. This is just some things for y'all to play with. You've got some sweet little beads in here, some alphabet beads. This is a pair of wings, metal wings right here. So just something for you, you know, to enhance the experience of these flow journals. And there's some planner, they're planner stickers right here for you as well. This says Just Beachy. Kind of love it. You've got art trading cards in here, art trading card blanks. Another beautiful vintage greeting card. This one is has a pretty good bit of salvage script on it. It's always interesting to see people's handwriting. It's odd, isn't it? I mean, when I was an assistant teacher in 3rd grade, we taught handwriting. That was one of the things we did. Odd how we've just kind of gotten away from that. Merry Christmas and all good wishes for the year ahead. And that is the end pocket right there. Of course, these books are $40, and I will have them listed at the Etsy store a little later on this afternoon. Now, friends, this one is 5 inches by 7 3/4. Gotta tell you guys about this this upholstery trim. Oh my gosh, it's loops of beads and glass beads, and it is just absolutely exquisite. I love it. The only rub with this was that and you'll see it right there, y'all. I had to, when I cut the trim, part of the beads fell off, so I had to kind of re-sew them right there. So that's kind of that little bump that you see right there. But I thought that the upholstery trim just really made a nice addition to this sweet fabric. We've got cracked glass beads and glass beads. My friend sent me these beads, which are awesome. My art angel sent me these, and I'm crazy about them. I think they need to go on everything. I don't know what those things are called, but they are absolutely just super cool. So there we go, and of course just lots of hairy paper clips for you guys to play with. I love a good hairy paper clip. The closure is a brad and stretchy string. My art angel sent me Dilutions, a little packet of Dilutions goodness, so I've included a few Dilutions embellishments in this journal. There's one right here. We've got National Wildlife Federation stickers for you. Map imagery. This is really sparkly, pretty paper right here. And of course, I always like to give you guys some brads. And the best way to do it is to just make you a little strip right here. And you can use these as borders or something like that. I always love this paper too. I love this color. A vintage greeting card, absolutely stellar. A swan that says missing you. All of this is like a it's raised. It has a, what am I trying to say? I've forgotten what it's called, but it is really beautiful. Elements from a National Geographic magazine. Obviously just one of my favorite magazines to use is National Geographic. The 1934 Iowa Housewives Cookbook, which is great for the recipes as well as the advertising that is on each sheet. I think this cemetery is in Ireland. One of the photographs that I got from Scrap RVA, a really beautiful handwritten note. Dear Mrs. Nielsen, many thanks for attending to flowers for my niece and for Memorial Day. The receipted bill with note awaited my return from a visit to San Francisco, and it's just such a sweet note. You know, we don't send things like that anymore. We send an email. We go click, and there you go. I kind of wish that we did the writing thing. This is a get well card to Geneva. Hope you're feeling better. You've got some really lovely salvage script right here. Guys, I've put you little packets of chippy elements to play with. So when you see the paper clip right here, that's a chippy, that's a chippy kit. That's what it is for you to play with. Got a sweet napkin back here with a beachy theme going on, which is really cool. Some words on scrapbook paper. These are stickers. They're really neat. A moment captured. This one says breathtaking. This is a picture of apparently in oh gosh, now I've forgotten where it was. Maybe Mexico. They have like a May Day celebration, and these little girls are dressed up and they're set upon thrones of flowers. The photos are absolutely beautiful. I have a little bit of Farmer's Almanac for you. A Loving Valentine for Dad. This one is a bit, has a little bit of what looks like dirty right here, but it's not. It is the actual shading of the card, which I thought, well, I'm going to have to clean that up. And then I was like, no, that's shading in there. There's one of the little girls right there on her throne of flowers. We've got fabric elements in here for you, animal imagery. Again, Juliana Margulies from the Hot Spot. Do you guys remember the movie with Juliana Margulies? You know, she was on ER. It was about King Arthur. Man, my head's not working too right today. I've been up since like 5 o'clock. And it's just not working. These are word stickers and a little piece of map imagery back here. This one says Footloose and Fancy Free. Look at that, y'all. I love that paper. Man, I hope I get some more of that paper at Scrap RVA. I'm really planning on going on Sunday. I sure did want to go today, but parking is just, it's just too much down there during the week. Lots of things to play with here. This is a postcard right here. Let's see if we can find the front of this. Hang on. Oh, I can't find it. Hold on. There it is. There it is. Front of a vintage greeting card right here. I love the gold accents. I think they're so pretty. Bird stickers here. More stickers for you right here. Art trading card, blanks. This is a sticker with a little bit of wood grain. 1906, I think we have this 1906 ledger. Very super cool right here. More of the map imagery. I love this paper too. I think that's really, I think these two colors go together very nicely. 1934 Iowa Housewives Cookbook. We actually have you a coloring page in these. Thank you, Art Angel. A little packet of goodies for you to play with. Make ETCs, do whatever you want to with. So many possibilities. And there's a little bit of bling right here. A big fat button. Isn't that button neato? And this is the 1884 ledger back here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call these, but they're pretty, they're different. So, you know, we'll figure out what we're going to call them. Last but not least, this fabric. Man, oh man. Gold highlights here. Absolutely beautiful. The aforementioned upholstery trim, which I love. So glad I know that's upholstery trim now. Man, that was a hard week, you guys, when I didn't know, you know, I didn't even know what to ask for when I went in the store. It's like, do you have beaded trim? No. I'm like, okay, I'm not asking for the right thing. I'm so glad that Chris took me to Hobby Lobby for my birthday, and we found that sweet lady that helped us. You know, I said, do you have beaded trim? She went, no. And she said, the trim is like, you go this way, and I was like, yeah, I've already looked over there. That's just not what I need. She said, honey, maybe you need upholstery trim. And I was like, well, can we see that? And oh my gosh, it was like, you know, you stumbled onto Mecca or something right there. Yes, that's what I was talking about. I just didn't know the verbiage. How many times does that happen? A lot. These beads were from Miss P, and I love them. Again, Art Angel beads. I think these little things need to go on everything. I love them. Okay, let's crack this baby open. We've got a little bit of Dilutions to start us off. Don't you love those things? There is something about the way that Miss Diane Reevely designs that you just gotta love it. That's just all there is to it. We've got some stickers here that says, this one says bless our nest. This is I think this is probably Ireland. You know, again, a real true photograph from someone who's been there. I miss photographs. I have a lot of photograph albums. Something for you to color right here, y'all. But you know, they are old. Chris and I have been together for 25 years, so you know, we have a lot of photographs before digital photographs became all the rage. I think we determined that this was 1906. How is Daddy? How is Daddy's little pig girl today? Kiss Lolly and little sister for him. These cards are amazing. This one says Monday on it. Apparently, Daddy called Miss Roberta Holton Pig, and that was totally okie dokie because they had this correspondence back and forth, Daddy and Pig. So there's that. A packet of things for you guys to play with. Right there. I love those beads. They're kind of a teardrop bead. Really neat. Fabric elements, of course, because we just got to have some fabric in our lives. More of the delusions, I'm not sure if I'm even saying that correctly. We've got some pattern paper back here for you. A big fat bead, button. Isn't that fun? It's just so darn big. Little words for you to play with. Chipboard words for you to play with. Stickers right here, 1909 ledger paper. There's another sticker right there that says London. Vintage greeting cards, 1934. Iowa cookbook, cranberry coffee cake. I love this, y'all. The first prize award for this coffee cake was $5 whole, man. It's $5. Woo! 1934. $5 was probably a lot of money, y'all. Seashell element right here. These are cut from the Childcraft Encyclopedia. One guy is delivering soda, and this other guy is delivering milk. You know, we think that, well, nobody delivers anymore, but oh my gosh, you know, it seems like every grocery store in the universe is doing delivery now. Chris has been painting a car and at a paint booth, and he ordered from Grubhub the other day, and it's like, wow, you know, just anything can be brought to your door, and that's a marvelous thing, but I think it could, you know, maybe kind of get addictive too, kind of in a way. These are stickers right here. We have some map element for you. I'm kind of crazy about this washi tape because it looks like a ruler, and I love it. Surprise potatoes. Now, surprise potatoes got an honorable mention in 1934. Okay, this Marion Club salad got a special cash award of $1. National Geographic. Word stickers that I love. Another, this is again from the Childcraft Encyclopedia of a broadcast booth. Strange how that has changed. Now, when I was in broadcasting, it was, you know, the old style kind of thing. So, got a chippy kit right here for you. True Beauty. Stickers. Just so much stuff to play with, you guys. And you guys are all so... You're all so crafty and smart. It would be fun to see what you guys are doing with these. You know, maybe we'll set up a Facebook page at some point for, you know, so we can share things. I don't know, though. Facebook scares me in a way. But I have to do it because it's part of my, you know, 2 other jobs that I have. Love this. I think that's so pretty. Fabric. And we got some bling and some puffy stickers back here for you. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for listening to my rambly stories about my daddy's shop and about shopping and how I don't like it, and food deliveries and the broadcast business and blah 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 blah. I'll have these in the shop a little later on, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Have a great THORS-day. Talk to you soon. Bye.